everybody, it's Rebecca here at Y Mermaids, and welcome to another episode of Real Talk. Last week I did my very first episode, or whatever, video of Real Talk, which is basically where I just kind of sit down in front of the camera and I just kind of talk about whatever's happening in my life, or about a topic, or, you know, kind of whatever, just to kind of catch you up on my life, or just talk about things that aren't necessarily books. I did this last week, and it was, I talked about haters, because I was dealing with some haters, but I also talked about, like, what I was reading, and the fact that I was in a reading slump, and whatnot, and so a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy this, and requested for me to do more of them, and a lot of you have talked about how you wanted to see more wedding videos, or just a wedding video, so here we are. I'm gonna talk today, real talk, weddings. So, I'm getting married in 9 days. Yeah, 9 days. The 11th, October 11th is my wedding date. It's a Sunday, because Sundays are cheaper to get married. It's actually like $500 cheaper or something, or might even be $1,000 cheaper, because it's a Sunday. So, you know, because most people want Saturdays, so you have Sunday to recover. I planned it around Columbus Day, because where I work, we normally get Columbus Day off. Well, this year, they changed it because we had this big, massive bike race in town last week, so we got off a day for that because it went through town, so the buses couldn't go. So we got that day off, and now I have to go to work on Columbus Day, the day after my wedding. So I've already taken that off. I took a couple days off for the wedding, 1 day before and 2 days after, so it's no big deal. I was able to, but I did plan it where I wouldn't have to do that. Best laid plans, right? Best laid plans. So Sunday, you know, I decided to do it then because it's cheaper and because I thought I had the built-in day that I didn't. But, yeah, so I'm excited. It's October 11th. It's coming up. It's 9 days away, which is insane. It creeps up on you. I got engaged at the very tail end of December 2014. It was very fast, but fall is my favorite season. It's cool. The humidity is not terrible, although it was today. And it just, I advised the yearbook, and so deadlines start in November and go all the way till April. So if I were to have a spring wedding, I'd be planning a wedding and having the final deadline at the same time, and I didn't want that. So I figured I'd have all summer if I did it in the fall, and then not really have to worry about any deadlines just yet, and then I can get married and then focus more back on school. So that's the way it worked out, but that means right now I'm pretty stressed with getting all those last minute details together and worrying about things and like, oh, did we do this? And having meetings with different people and talking to different people. So, yeah. Weddings are expensive. The average wedding where I live is like $35,000. I'm not spending even close to that amount of money. I think our budget was like 10. I think we're over that though, but we're not trying to spend a lot because we just don't have that kind of money. We're paying for most, or for half of it. My mom is paying for the other half of it pretty much. And so it's expensive. If you add the word wedding in front of something, people are gonna like jack up their prices, which is ridiculous, but sadly it's the case. So we have a very small wedding. It's only 50 people, and I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm excited about it. I'm also a little stressed out about it, and worried about it, and nervous about it, and like, I don't really like to be the center of attention, which is odd since I have a YouTube channel, but like, no one's watching me right now. I do this when like, he's not here, and I'm not walking down an aisle with everybody staring at me, which I'm a little nervous about, because I don't like to be the center of attention like that, but I'll get over it, because I have to, because I have to walk down the aisle. So, yeah, if you're like planning a wedding and you're, you know, kind of looking for that kind of route, I mean, it's cheaper to go with less guests, and I really wanted it to be more intimate with people that I actually know and care about, as opposed to just like random strangers to fill up a room. Plus, I mean, plates are expensive. It's expensive to feed people at a wedding. I will say the venue that I have, I chose, it's a little bit pricier, but it's on the river, it's on the water, it's a restaurant, it's beautiful, and I chose it because I wanted a beautiful scenery for photos and just for the view. But also, they do food. The food is good. And catering, it's good and it could be cheaper. And buying your own wine, especially if you're like Trader Joe's, you can get like cheap alcohol. But you have to do all that. And you have to worry and make sure that you have enough. And with a caterer, you have to like meet them and it's just get them there on site. And it's just a lot of hassle. And having the venue do all of that for me, and they have an on-site coordinator who is like basically the mistress of ceremonies, who's like saying, all right, you walk then, now you walk, okay, now you go. It's been really nice, and I don't have to worry about it as much, which you're paying for it, but sometimes things are worth paying for, and you cut costs other places. So like, I'm having one of my students video the wedding so that he can get practice because he's trying to become professional. And then I did hire a photographer because I want that. But I've done a lot of it on my own. Like I did all the programs, all the table names and numbers and seat cards and all that stuff on my own. And the guest book I did on my own, which has saved a lot of money. So this is my program that I did. I made it in Photoshop. I just took some ideas from Pinterest and kind of put them together into what I wanted it to look like. And so all I had to buy and pay for was the cardstock and the ink. And then I made the rest of it, and I think it looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So, you know, you could buy this on Etsy for like a lot of money, but I did it for very cheap for me. So, yeah. Plus, I think it looks awesome and I love the way it looks. I also, instead of buying the like cutout sheets to like make the table place cards, like, you know, where people sit, I just bought the same cardstock, the one packet of cardstock, and made them all in Photoshop and printed them and folded them myself. So I didn't have to worry about it. It was like 4 to a page. And again, with only 50 people, it's not too bad. And my tables are all named after literary couples because that's what I wanted to do, and I think it's really cute. So, like, this will be mine because obviously I'm sitting at the Ron and Hermione table, which is just the two of us. So weddings are cool, man. I guess they're stressful. Still have a lot of things to do. I have to finish making the playlists. I have to finish the like speech that our officiant's gonna do. I have to figure out like the timing of things because we didn't hire a DJ. We're just doing it ourselves because, again, trying to save money. DJs are expensive. And so I have to kind of figure all that, like, what time does this playlist start? What is it gonna say? Because my mom's friend is gonna do all the announcing. I have other things, I'm sure, that I need to do. But yeah, it's only a week away. So next week there will be videos. But the week after my wedding, I can't guarantee anything. I'm gonna try to pre-film enough to kind of get through at least the beginning of next week, but I don't know. So I don't want to promise you that there will be a video up on every day of my usual schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'm gonna try my best to do that. But if you get on there Monday on the 12th and you don't see a video, you'll know why. Because I am in post-wedding sleepy time. In other news, it is supposed to have a hurricane. There's supposed to be a hurricane here, like Friday, I think. So today, because it's Friday for you. Yeah, so there's supposed to be a hurricane. And supposedly, I was supposed to go to the beach this weekend, but that's not happening. And The Martian is out now today at theaters. I'm going. You should go too, because it's a really great book and the movie looks awesome. I'm wearing my NASA shirt because it was out of this world day today at work. I finally got out of my reading slump. I finished Locke Lamora, and I've actually finished 2 other books since finishing that. So go me. I'm a little proud. About to finish the 3rd one tonight, which is the 30th, so I'm like almost, I'm gonna cut it like right at the end of the month, which is great. So yeah, so exciting. I'm out of the reading slump, I think, at least for now. Now I'm rambling. Let me know down in the comments below if you're getting married or if you want any, like, if you have any wedding type questions. I'd love to answer them for you. Stay tuned next week on Friday. I'm going to have a new original tag So keep an eye out for that one. And let me know your wedding tips or your wedding stories or anything you want to tell me, really, down in the comments below. And that's it for me today. I'll see you next time.